Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Welcome to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. Nigeria's foremost writer of Southeast extraction, Frederick Nwabufo, who is a well-known, celebrated columnist, journalist, and a thought leader, has made a strong statement which has shaken the political structure and system of Nigeria. And it has to do with a question which he has thrown to all and sundry about who will be able to contend with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And according to him, this whole gist, this whole write-up focuses on the Southeast. And he says that no candidate, no presidential candidate has the capacity to stand against the horrific or hurricane moves of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The big question is, how true is this? And another question that one would want to ask, why should a journalist of Southeast extraction say all of this? And we're going to be bulldozing through his write-up and get to see the perspective with which he is coming from. But before we give you full details of his write-up and also discuss at large about this, would like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to him, he says 2023, it is the turn of the Southeast to produce Nigeria's next president, but it is not the auspicious time for the region to do so. The national tenor today is unfavorable for the emergence of a president of Southeast extraction. We may have the moral justification to demand the zoning of the presidential ticket by the top tier political parties, the APC and the PDP, to the Southeast, but the time and chance we do not have. It is our turn, but it is not our time. Emotions, morality, they have no place in politics. They can all stretch about how the Southeast is marginalized and how, for the sake of national unity, the next president comes from the region. But this is only sentimental, just yes, however, unrealistic. The factors leading us to this moment of obvious handicap were created by the political elite of the Southeast. The mood is not right. Is there any politician from the Southeast today with a national allure? I sincerely doubt this. Most of them have reduced themselves to ethnic conquistadors with magnetism only for those who speak their language and have sympathies for the illusory Biafra. Political parties want to win elections. This is the primary goal of every political party. If, for instance, the APC gives its political ticket to Bola Tinubu, former Lagos State Governor, and the PDP decide to dally with the Southeast, which politician from the region can square off against the Jagabam? I think none. Could it be Pius Anyim or Peter Obi? These two only enjoy sectional popularity. In fact, Anyim is not popular anywhere, not even in anybody. He states they cannot match the hurricane of Tinubu. Let us be realistic. Peter Obi is no match for Tinubu. If it were a sectional contest where only Igbo votes will decide the winner, perhaps the former Anambra State governor will have a chance. But this is a national politics where every Nigerian, north, south, east, west, will decide the outcome. By the way, what has Peter Obi done at the national level that is reckonable? Does he have the needed extensive political network? This is without prejudice to the leadership quality of the former Anambra State governor. He is a brilliant and disciplined politician, but the whole polo who determines the outcome of the election in Nigeria may very obvious of this. They may not even know who Peter Obi is. Peter Obi has played his politics within a very limited space. He circumscribed himself to analyzing policies on the platform and locked himself away in a sectional pigeonhole. Obi will make a good president, no doubt, but he has refused to do the politics of politics. The likes of Peter Obi will strive in a political milieu where merit, competence, antecedent, and demonstrated leadership abilities are only criteria for electing leaders. But Nigeria is far from getting there. Coming from the southeast, Peter Obi has already lost the election by virtue of where he comes from. This is my point. It is about pragmatism, not about morality or what should be. We know what the ideal Nigerian presidential candidate should be, but the contrivance of the entrenched system do not allow the ideal to survive. So the ideal will remain an ideal. Also, there seems to be a prevailing national animus for the Southeast owing to the terrorism of Biafra agitators. The political elite of the Southeast has handled the persistent agitations and the concomitant killing abysmal. To date, none of them has condemned and spoken out trenchantly against the terrorism perpetrated by Igbo citizens in the region. The killings and destruction persist, yet no outrage by the political elite, some of whom have nationalized the criminality of the agitators. What has Peter Obi said about the killings, devastation, rape, beheading, and cannibalism by Biafra agitator? Our Nigerian views the political leaders and citizens of the Southeast as complicit in the carnage afflicting all Nigerians, particularly those from the North living and doing business in the region. The disposition of Southeast political leaders to this region or this resident personnel has not been propitious. The perception is that the atrocities have the tacit approval of the political leadership who are obvious or opposed to the government of President Muhammadu Buhari. The silence of the Southeast political leadership and the lead to the butchery by a Biafra agitator is ruin. Which region will want to vote for a candidate of Southeast extraction where the political elite spent the past 7 years antagonizing certain groups and sponsoring vicious ethnic propaganda instead of organizing and forging alliance? As I said in a previous column, if work has been put in by Southeast political leaders in the past 6 years, forging
Don't
alliance
ever
and
underestimate
mobilizing
someone who's
conscience, the right
quiet.
atmosphere would have been
They
created for the
always
zoning of
know
the
more than they
presidency to the
say.
Southeast and the
And
foremost political parties
I
in
guarantee
2023.
you,
As it stands
they
today, a
notice
candidate
more
from Southeast
than
has
you'll ever
already lost
realize.
the election by virtue of where he came from. And this is not about emotion, it is real politics. Coming from Frederick Wabufo. It's a very serious writer, I'm telling you. And he has been able to clearly point out things which may point to the fact that the Southeasterners will not have any opportunity. But guess what? I also have some questions. I wish I could have personal communication with him over certain things that he has made mention of. Before we had the President Muhammadu Buhari on board, was there anything pointing to the direction that he has capacity to handle Nigerians? Of course, no. All what this whole thing requires, yes, we know there's a politics that must be played, but I think at the same time, if unanimously Nigerians come together and decide to protect their vote and also to vote the right person, I feel that Peter Obi still have an edge. I don't know if this whole write-up is politically driven, but the truth remains that despite all the political capacity of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigerians are still looking for an ideal person. And if free and fair election is being granted, he will not become the president of Nigeria. That's where I'd like to leave it. Go to our comments.